We were promised an all-out war, and an all-out war is, at least partially, what we got. After an uneven 7th season, The Walking Dead Season 8 premiere, and landmark 100th episode, went to battle in audacious fashion, with Rick, Andrew Lincoln, and Negan, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, facing off, in the process correcting the course of the last year, even just a little, and offering some intrigue for the future, too. First, let's address the grey, bearded elephant in the room. As glimpsed in that first trailer, a slightly bewildering opening montage bears witness to an older, grizzled-looking Rick, with crew-cut hair and a thick beard, a walking cane not far away. Later visits to this vision of the future show Rick living a happy family life with Michonne, Denai Guerrera, Carl, Chandler Riggs, and a slightly more grown-up Judith, in some sort of idyllic pastoral paradise. The credits listed her as a 6-year-old, which would suggest 3 or 4 years into the future. So, what are we to make of all this? Is it a flash forward? A dream sequence? An optimistic fantasy? An alternate reality in the Walking Dead multiverse? A weird soft focus flight of fancy, like that weird Glenn and Abraham dinner party from last season? Lincoln and the showrunners have promised answers soon. For now we'll have to accept it as Rick's promise of tomorrow, a hint of what post-Negan life could look like. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Back in what we can safely assume is reality, war is upon the sanctuary, and we join our heroes in media res, with the classic bit of Rickliloquizing. It wouldn't be Walking Dead without Andrew Lincoln waffling on about how we're all stronger together or some such, but in a sign of the new order of things, he's joined on his St. Crispin's Day soapbox by de facto Hilltop leader Maggie, Lauren Cohan, and actual Kingdom leader King Ezekiel, Kari Payton, the latter of whom offers a real St. Crispin's Day speech and reminding us how fun the show can so occasionally be when His Majesty is let loose. And thus begins a very Walking Dead Battle of Agincourt. Like a heist movie, we're not informed of the grand plan, so it all unfolds before our eyes with an exciting pace and a litany of surprises. There's ample nice touches we particularly like: the arrow-delivered messages from Dwight, Austin Emilio, the Mad Max-esque battle vehicles, the Lookout assassination montage, and best of all, Daryl, back on his motorbike, merrily setting off explosions around the Savior's compound. Sure, it's a bit of fan service, but after the dour and uncompromisingly bleak season we were subjected to last time, it's no small joy to see this show having a bit of explosive ebullience. If it's perhaps a shame that the ultimate standoff doesn't quite live up to Rick's promise that this ends today, it's forgivable. There's still another 15 episodes to go, and it'd be a bit of a boring season if the Negan storyline was done and dusted by Chapter 1. More importantly, it's somewhat refreshing to see Rick undertake a well-thought-out plan that actually works. The nice little cliffhanger of Gabriel, Seth Gilliam, stuck in a Port Auburn with only Negan for company keeps us chomping at the bit for more. Will we see Rick's mercy ultimately prevail over his wrath? For the first time in a while, we're intrigued to find out.